Hi, everyone, and welcome. So, you've got an idea to make a difference, but you're not sure how to turn it into something real? Well, you've come to the right place. In this explainer, we're going to walk through, step by step, how you can launch your very own social responsibility project at school. Let's get right into it. I mean, who doesn't, right? We all look around sometimes and see something we wish was different, or think, man, someone should really do something about that. This is your guide to becoming that someone. All right, so where do you even begin? Every awesome project starts with what we'll call the spark. It's that first crucial step of finding your mission, figuring out what the actual need is. And that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? It's one thing to want to help, but it's another thing entirely to know where to direct all that amazing energy to make the biggest possible difference. Honestly, it's way simpler than you might think. You don't have to guess or assume what people need. The best tool you have is your own curiosity. Just ask. A really simple survey can get you straight to the heart of what your friends, classmates, and teachers are truly concerned about. And boom, here's what those results could look like. Imagine getting this back from your survey. All of a sudden, the picture is crystal clear. It's not a guessing game anymore. In this case, almost half the people in your school think supporting learners in need is the #1 priority. Just like that, you found your mission. So, you've got your what. Now it's time to figure out the how. This is the planning stage, where you create your blueprint. Trust me, a good plan is what turns a cool idea into an incredible reality. So, how do you build this grand blueprint? Well, it's not as scary as it sounds. You just break it down into these 6 core pieces. First up, define your objectives. What are you really trying to do? Then, identify who you're helping. Those are your beneficiaries. Next, you got to outline the activities, the step-by-step of what you're going to do. From there, list the resources you'll need, set a realistic timeline, and, this is a big one, define who's doing what. Getting this down on paper is your roadmap. And check this out. This is what I'm talking about. A simple table like this, it's a total game changer. It makes that defining roles part real. It's not just a list of names, it's about real accountability. When everyone knows exactly what they're responsible for and when it's due, things actually happen. This kind of clarity is what's going to power your whole project. Okay, your mission is set, your blueprint is drawn. Now you need to fuel the engine and assemble your crew. This is all about gathering the resources, the money, and the people power you'll need to pull this off. Let's talk about how to get those resources. The most direct way is a classic donation drive. It's straightforward. You can ask for cash, school supplies, whatever fits your mission. This is a fantastic way to get everyone involved. Students, parents, maybe even some local shops can chip in. But hey, who says fundraising has to be boring? You can get super creative here. Think about it, a bake sale, a car wash, a school talent show. These events don't just raise money, they build a ton of excitement and school spirit around your project. It makes everyone feel like they're part of something special. And here's a pro tip. Don't be afraid to look beyond your school's walls. Reach out. A local business might be thrilled to sponsor your event, or another community group could offer volunteers or supplies. Building these partnerships can totally amplify your impact. Okay, deep breath. This is it. The launch. This is where all that amazing planning comes to life. But remember, launching isn't just about sticking to the plan. It's about being ready to adapt and make changes on the fly. Think of a timeline like this as your North Star during the chaos of the launch. It keeps your whole team on the same page. Everybody knows what's happening and when. From that first big announcement all the way to getting the supplies out the door and, super importantly, following up afterward. Now, as you're moving through that timeline, you're going to be doing something called monitoring. It sounds technical, but it's really not. It's just checking in. Are we on track? Are donations where we thought they'd be? Monitoring helps you catch little hiccups before they turn into big problems. And then you get to this moment, the evaluation. This is where you measure your success. And what's so cool about this is the story it tells. The objective was to help 50 students. But look at the result. You helped 62, and you even managed to throw in backpacks. This is how you see, in black and white, the incredible impact you made. The main project is done, the supplies are delivered, but your work isn't quite over. This final phase is so important. It's about understanding the legacy you've created and sharing that story to light a fire for the next project. Okay, this is where the real learning happens. Get your team together and just talk. Ask these simple but powerful questions. What went great? What was a total disaster? What surprised us? This reflection turns a simple activity into a life lesson. It's how you get better for next time. You know, this quote just nails it. Because at the end of the day, it's about more than the money raised or the items donated. It's about what you learn about yourself and what you see in others when you all pull together for a good cause. And finally, you have to share your story. A presentation at a school assembly, an article in the school paper, it does two amazing things. First, it celebrates everyone's hard work. And second, it shows other students that they can do it too. This is how you plant the seeds for the next wave of changemakers. So, there it is. You went from just a small spark of an idea all the way to creating a real, tangible legacy. You've proved that you can make a difference. So the only question left is, what are you going to change next?